Welcome to the first in a series of videos dedicated to the digital nomad lifestyle. Hi, my name's Dennis Hall, and I'm both pleased and proud to be able to call myself a digital nomad. I'm putting this video series together in an effort to help people just like you become digital nomads themselves. And in future videos, we're going to be having a look at who's best suited to becoming a digital nomad. How do you prepare yourself for this journey? How do you get ready? What steps are involved along the way? What resources do you need? What equipment do you need? The sorts of challenges that you're likely to face and how you can potentially overcome them. We'll also be doing a video on digital nomad hacks, hints, tips, shortcuts designed to save you both time and money. Things that I've learnt at great cost to myself. Each video is going to run for around the 10-minute mark, so they don't take up too much of your valuable time. So grab yourself a cuppa, make yourself comfortable, and let's get into this right now. So being a digital nomad gives me a great degree of freedom, a great degree of flexibility. It gives me a lifestyle that many people would give their right arm for. As an example, earlier this year, in January to be precise, I had my 60th birthday. Now that's quite a milestone in anybody's life, I'm sure you'll agree. And for milestones, what do? Well, you want to do something special. You want to do something memorable. You want to do something enjoyable. And my wife and I did all of those things because we spent my 60th birthday weekend in Vienna, Austria. We ate beautiful food. We drank delicious wine. We explored historic buildings and architecture. We soaked up the culture. But the highlight of the weekend for me, the highlight was taking our first dance lesson, our first waltz lesson in the home of the waltz, Vienna, Austria. Now that's an experience. That's a memory. And that's the sort of thing that the freedom of being a digital nomad brings you. Now, it doesn't bring you all of that without some effort. And as we go through this series of videos, you'll start to understand the sort of effort that's required to enjoy this lifestyle. But make no mistake, I and others like me are living proof that it is possible. And if I can do it as a 60-year-old, I'm sure you, watching this, can do it also. So what exactly is a digital nomad? The term nomad has been around for quite a long time, and we all have an understanding of what that means. Probably one of the first terms that comes to mind in relation to that word nomad is the grey nomad, the army of retirees and semi-retirees that travel around their home country towns and cities and have a caravan on the back of their car or travel around in a motorhome, and they spend a day here or a week there or a couple of months here. They have a fairly freewheeling lifestyle. At the other end of the age spectrum, we have the backpackers, those intrepid young people who pack all of their essential worldly belongings into a backpack and go off to explore and experience the world. Then there are those fortunate few who, by chance or by design, have picked a career or skill set that allows them mobility to just about anywhere on the planet. People that have skills that are eminently transferable. People such as teachers, people such as nurses, doctors, people in the building industry, plumbers, electricians, carpenters. These people, notwithstanding language barriers, can go just about anywhere they choose because their skills are in demand in most countries of the world. But here's the thing. All of those nomads have one thing in common. They are limited by a particular time frame or skill set. Backpackers, for example, might not have a skill set that allows them to get work in their chosen profession anywhere they go. But they will get work as things like fruit pickers or part-time cleaners and, menial tasks. People with teaching, nursing, building qualifications have to go where the work is. They are limited by the jobs that will fuel and fund their travel lifestyle, their freewheeling lifestyle. Digital nomads take this travel lifestyle and ramp it up. They take it to another level. Because a digital nomad is neither restricted by a particular skill set, nor are they restricted by geography, or are they locked into a particular time frame. The only thing that digital nomads truly require is a reliable and viable fast internet connection. Everything else is optional. That gives them a tremendous amount of freedom. Digital nomads are self-reliant. They're not reliant on an employer. They're not reliant on a job. They're not reliant necessarily on a particular skill set. That gives them a tremendous amount of freedom and flexibility. So why do you ask, why now? Why is it that so many people seem to be considering this digital nomad lifestyle at this particular point in time? Because it is a fairly recent phenomenon. Certainly within the last 3 to 5 years, the digital nomad lifestyle has become more and more prevalent, as more and more people elect to take it up. So why now? Well, that's probably due to 3 main things. First of all, internet. The internet has matured incredibly over the last decade. There are now very few places on the planet that do not have reliable, fast internet connections, and that is a prerequisite to a digital nomad. Then there's communications technologies. Voice over internet protocol and mobile phones have changed the way that we communicate. The cost to talk to people across the other side of the planet is minimal in comparison to what it was 5 years ago. Every one of us, I'm sure, has used Skype or other voice over internet protocols. And these applications, or apps as they're more commonly known, are either free or, if you want to pay for a little more quality, are only cents in the dollar. And then there's the hardware that harnesses all of this. Tablet computers, laptop computers, smartphones. This technology is becoming cheaper, faster, more reliable and easier to use almost by the day. The combination of these 3 elements, the fast internet, the communications technologies, the hardware technologies, has come together to create almost the perfect storm. So that we now have a situation where to live and work anywhere on the globe practically is more than feasible, and certainly not expensive. And then, of course, there is the realisation amongst more and more people that life should be about a lot more than just paying bills. And isn't that true? Life should be about a lot more than just paying bills. But so many people are trapped in that treadmill. They are living to work rather than working to live. And herein is the greatest appeal of the digital nomad lifestyle. The freedom, the flexibility, the control you have over your life is unparalleled and probably unprecedented in modern times. Yes, we are all familiar with the situation you can find yourself in where you have to do a particular job for a particular period of time because, quite simply, you've just got to be able to put a roof over your head and food on the table. We've all painted ourselves into economic corners where we've had to do jobs that we have disliked intensely. But here's the thing. You are not trapped in those jobs forever. You don't have to stay there. You can work your way out of those situations. I know. I've been there. You've probably been there too. Who knows? Maybe you're still there right now. And if you are, what I'm about to say might be an uncomfortable truth for you. But here's the thing. Any of us can find ourselves in circumstances that are beyond our control or have been beyond our control, where we have to do things that we don't like. We have to do a job that we dislike because we just have to get the money in. But that should only ever be a short-term situation. If you find yourself in that sort of situation for any longer than 6 months, then it's no longer circumstances that are calling the shots. It's you. Because you've taken a decision to stay there, to remain in that situation. And it doesn't matter what excuses you've got in your head, that's all they are, excuses. Because if you start planning to make changes to your life to free you from those shackles, and then you act on those plans, you will be successful in getting yourself out of that situation. And that's what the digital nomad lifestyle provides you with an opportunity to do. To break the shackles, to break free. I've been a digital nomad for a little over a year. And in the next video, I'll explain a little bit more about what that journey looked like. But in the last 10 months, my wife and I have been based in Germany, just outside of Frankfurt. And in the last 10 months, we have visited many German cities. Frankfurt, obviously, being very close to us. Heidelberg, Hanover, Salzburg, to name but a few. We've also visited several countries. And in a little under 10 months, we've been to Switzerland, we've been to Luxembourg, we've been to France, we've been to Monaco, we've been to Italy, we've been to Austria. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm not saying this to brag, although it does feel good to say it. I'm saying it to show you that the digital nomad lifestyle is real, that it does deliver on freedom, it does deliver on flexibility. It does give you control. It gives you more control of your life than you are ever likely to get anywhere else. And for as long as you're going to live in a society that is driven by laws, which are in turn created through the political machinery of wherever it is you're living, then you are always going to have things that are not in your control that impact on your life. Always. There's no getting away from that. In society, there's no such thing as total freedom. Not when we want to be considerate to others. And we need to be. But as far as it goes, the digital nomad lifestyle gives you more control and more freedom than just about anything else. So my 10 minutes is probably more than up. I'm going to leave you with that thought. And in our next video, we're going to start to explore just who is best suited to becoming a digital nomad. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.